Hey everybody, hope you had a great day. Beautiful day. Beach weather earlier. I got a little bit cold there, but nope, I don't think it's gonna work. I think that we had a good protest today. Protest went really well. We had a lot of support from everybody. Was driving by. We were over on Transit Road by Target. We parked there. We probably had about 15 people. It was a good number. I contacted Taylor, asked me if I would contact the police, just to let them know that we were going to be there. And I did. They were very friendly, very supportive. They're like, yeah, we had state trooper drive by. He honked. A lot of people honked. A lot of people gave the finger. A lot of people yelled, but Joe, he's like, "Oh, Pete gave the executive order, no engaging." I'm not listening to the executive order, so it was pretty funny. We all had a good time, guys. We stayed for about an hour and a half. I try to remember all the faces and the names that were there to thank them. Bill was there, Ayla was there, Starla was there, Scott, of course, was there. Stephanie was there. Like I said, we had about 15 people. Pat was there, and our the core group of people. And what we're gonna do is Taylor got all the names, and thank you to everybody that showed, guys. I mean, even though it was 15 of us, we took up that stretch, and we made a difference because people were watching. They were beeping, and they needed somebody with all this stuff going on. They needed something to be behind. They need to know, because people are at home, right? A lot of people are still going out, but they're at home and they don't know, just like we didn't know before we all met one another. Some people were in the Constitutional Coalition, other people were in Constitutional Freedom to New York, and other groups, Tea Party. But a lot of people that I've met, they've been all alone. Like, they've been all alone through this. And those groups that are there have given people hope. They restore constitutional freedom to New York, and Constitutional Coalition and Tea Party and so many other places that have given so much hope and a home to people. So, when these come out, it means something to them. They got their trucks out, they got their things that they do. And, I'm just trying to take a look around the circle that we had, that we did the prayer after. And then, of course, we did the, God Bless America, and we did the Star Spangled Banner, the national anthem after that. It was funny because the Pat, he picked a God Bless America that was really, really beautiful, but it was really, really slow. So everybody was like, what's happening? So it all worked out, though. It worked out really well. A lot of people think that the world is shutting down around them. They've been in lockdown for 3 months. They haven't been able to do anything, go to parks or do any of that stuff. And, so people see us out there with the American flags and they're like, oh shit, there are people that think and feel just like I do. That gives them happiness, and they're like, yes. And, the horns honking and yelling out the window and slowing down. And, Darren brought us water. This guy, he brought us a whole thing of water over. This other woman, I can't remember whose mom it was. Oh shit. But she brought us popcorn, kettle corn, and some cheesy corn. So we gave that to the kids. And then somebody else stopped and they brought us some pop, and they left it there for us. So guys, the little bit, and I know a ton of people didn't make it, and I know some people were disappointed in the overall numbers of people that showed up, but it didn't matter because we were a family out there, just like we're always a family. And, Taylor was on Taylor brought the megaphone, and nobody worried about it. We're so far away from anybody, and the cops support us. The Williamsville Amherst cops, they didn't even come out, but Taylor was rocking it on the megaphone, and she was doing her thing. And Bill, something about wear my mask or something. I can't, he had it was like underwear, and it was funny. It was funny as hell. I can't remember what he said exactly on it, but everybody's just having some fun to it. And these personalities and these people and these minds that we have together, they're just so strong. Their hearts are so passionate. They're so into it. And I thank everybody for being a part of that today. I'm thankful to be a part of it. All the stuff that we do together, all of these people that are working. Melissa was there. Melissa had to go pick up her husband from the golf frisbee golf place, but it went really well. We did it for about an hour and a half, and so much support. And anytime anybody, gave the finger or yelled out, "We love you," you had really courageous people driving by in the parking lot. Like you want to yell? That's courageous. Get out of your car, come have a conversation if you really want to. But you could see the people that were triggered, and it does our hearts good when we see the people that are triggered. Like that's kind of the whole point. And it was good, but it was so nice seeing everybody. I took a nap after. I took like a 2-hour nap. I think I laid down at 2:30, 4:30. I got up, but I don't know if anybody's hearing anything tonight. I'm not getting anything at all, which, guys, is amazing. If that means this bullshit is over, that is amazing. One of the biggest points that we were making today was that businesses should open up. Like, they don't even listen to these orders, these fines. Challenge them, guys. There were thousands of people out on Transit Road. There were thousands of people going into these stores that have been open this whole time. It's not fair. It's not right. Small businesses, they need to open up. Have the courage. Stand. Let us know. If we got to go there, we've got a group of people that are going to advocate and fight for businesses no matter what. That's a part of what we're doing so that we can help defend you with the attorneys that we're meeting that are protecting our rights and not allowing government to weaponize themselves against us, the people. So a lot of people out, guys, and it's just frustrating because then, you see thousands of people driving up and down the streets and you see all these businesses with all these cars in the parking lot, and all the people inside are not social distancing, and all the small businesses closed, all the restaurants closed, people can't go in. That's not right. And when you take a look, I think the biggest point that I make is take a look at the other states that have been open now for 2 months and that never closed. Nothing happened. All the fear-mongering, everything that they say, all the alarmists, they said it was going to be this, it was going to be that. Nothing else, none of that stuff ever happened. So there were a couple of things today, like this health departments are saying now it's okay to go out and protest together, but we still got to maintain the phases. Stop! Like, come on, with the lies. Like, we really need to. I track and I take screenshots of that stuff, but we really have to start holding these people that are lying outright accountable. We have to. Otherwise, it's not going to stop. This nonsense is always going to happen. So tonight, I'm here at the house. If everybody else would like to do that again, I looked at the clouds rolling in and I was like, oh man, it's going to rain again. I was super excited. I was like, that's going to stop them for sure. But unfortunately, the sun came back. Well, fortunately, the sun came back. But let's just hope there's nothing else that's going to happen tonight, guys. Let's hope our towns are safe, our neighborhoods are safe. Thank you for everybody. Scott was rolling heavy. He was rolling through his town or his neighborhood, making sure everything was safe. Thank you to everybody that gave the information out to help, everybody be aware of what was happening. Guys, that was huge. It helps people. I can't tell you how many people send me messages. Pete, thank you so much for being out there, sharing the information. You're giving me some peace of mind. I don't feel like I have to worry. We're all at different levels with that stuff. Some people have high stress levels with those things, and other people, they don't have, they deal with it way better. Not that it's better, because there are concerns, because our cities are burning, and we're hearing that that's going to happen. We're hearing that these looters and these rioters are going to do that, right? And I'm hoping that, they didn't give false information to us, and that, during the week or next week, they end up actually doing what they want to do. That would suck. So I think for about another week, like we said, about a week to 2 weeks, those are the legs on these kind of things. And you can kind of see the momentum running out already in the media cycle. You could see it running out because all the stuff is just being debunked, right? That Martin Gugino is being debunked completely. However, you still have some people that are like, no. Even after Byron Brown came out today and said, hey, he was a known agitator, I'm not going to fire these officers until we get all the facts. So, or whatever happens with the case, which was good. I commend Byron Brown for doing that, but it doesn't make up for all the other nonsense that he has done in harm's way that he's put us. So I talked about the protests yesterday and how they went. One thing that, I think I was talking about today and I wanted to mention was that whole group that was down there yesterday, that was all young white kids. They were all in their 20s. They were all in their 30s. And and the guys that I talked to, Caleb and Josh, they were like, yeah, a lot of these people we don't know. We don't know where they came from. They were just looking for trouble. They said that. They confirmed that. And they said that. So my thing was, there's no black people here. And they're like, yeah, we know. So I was starting to think, well, maybe the reason that nothing happened last night was because none of the black people showed up. Like there were the 3 different protests, the one at Niagara Square, and then there was the one at Lafayette Square, and there was the one that took place by the Hyatt. They were walking down there with their signs. And like I said, everybody was peaceful. You guys could hear the chants that were going on and Rise Up over at the Lafayette Square. So that was getting scary. That was definitely getting scary. And the way that people were, but they were starting to behave and escalate. You could see they were starting to escalate. And they were getting ramped up. You could hear that, the thunder of them all cheering and rise up. And so, but they didn't end up doing anything. Why? Because they didn't have the cover of all the Black Lives Matter people that were there. So these cowards, that's what these people are. They want us to fear them. And they're exploiting and taking advantage of our cities all over the country, but they're cowards when it comes to the end, at the end of the day. They want to wear masks. They've been doing that the whole time. They don't want to be out there. They don't, of course, they're criminals, right? They're terrorists. They're attacking us. They've declared war on us, on our cities, but no black people there. So I started to think, I'm like, well, because the black people weren't there. And why weren't the black people there? Like, the black people were like, and the guys that I were talking, I think they didn't even realize. So the black people are like, yeah, we are done. We're set with this. We made our point. Everything that we wanted to accomplish, we've done it. We've accomplished it. So, but nobody was there. And I think that because of that's the case, that they didn't go out and do anything because they were scheduled to do stuff yesterday. They were scheduled to do stuff today. I'm really hoping the steam runs out of this thing today and tomorrow. We're all safe. That'll be great. Maybe the money ran out. Maybe Soros's money. Maybe they couldn't afford breakfast and they're tired. They ran out of meal. Their meal allotment from whoever's paying them. So I'm going to go around tonight, just kind of, take a look at things around, but I'm going to keep the sunroof open. I think I'm going to just chill. And I think it's going to be safe. I really do. I'm not really hearing anything. Cheektowaga has all the officers still posted up in Cheektowaga around the Galleria Drive area. And I know law enforcement is still out. I thank God on the power grids that, that didn't end up coming to fruition. I thank God that President Trump didn't have to enact put the National Guard in place. And I'm so glad that those guys were here, preventatively, but didn't have to, be activated. So all that stuff is great news. But I think the serious thing is that our businesses are still closed. They're still looking at phase 3 and phase 4. They're still calling for the masks. We're still talking about mandatory vaccinations, guys. June 13th is our next protest that's going down to Albany, 9:30 in the morning. It is at, I don't know, I'll post it up. Taylor said it today. I can't remember. I think it's in front of the New York State Bar Association. It's in front of the New York State Bar Association building. We'll be outside protesting that, New York State Bar Association. Guess it's about a 4.5 hour ride to Albany. Some people are staying overnight. I'm going to give some of the information, the accommodations. People are also going to be traveling together in cars and then in a caravan. So if you do want to attend, if this is very important to you, then let me know and we'll get you a car, we'll get you a ride, and we go in a caravan, all of us together. So that's going to be June 13th. That would be next week, Saturday? I don't know. I think that. I think it's June 6th. So I think we're looking at next week Saturday. Some people are leaving Friday night, and some people are leaving Saturday morning. Which for about 4.5 hours means we have to get up super early, get the coffee ready. So that's our next protest. We are still, Taylor and I, in our events group page. If you guys want to be a part of any of the events that we're doing, you can still go to Restore Constitutional Freedom in New York. That's a Facebook group page. You could go to the events page there. A lot of the protest information is there. If you are a member of that, check out the events page just so you see it. If you're not a member of that events page and you would like to know about the protests or all the activities that we're doing, just text me, message me, and let me know that you want to be a part of this, because we have our events group chat, Buffalo Events group chat, and if you're included in that, you'll get all the updates and all the information, and then you'll be able to invite everybody, to the events, anybody that's like-minded. And I always tell everybody, guys, just if you have anybody that is like-minded like us and you want to bring them in to the group, just have them friend request me, send a message that you're who sent them, or I'll see that that we're mutual friends, so I'll probably approve it. I check everybody just so we can limit the trolls. I always want to make sure that everybody is working, moving forward proactively, productively, so we don't have people that are distracting us and occupying our time in a negative way, so that we can start to change things and affect change in a positive way. So I think that covers everything. If I do see anything tonight, or if I do hear anything, I will absolutely share that the way that I have been with you guys. Be safe. God bless. If you're hurting, I hope, there's an end that comes soon to that. If there's anything you need, by all means, message me. We've got a group of people that can help in any way. If you know anybody that needs help, we have such a huge group of people and resources that we can help you guys with if there's anything you need at all. A sunny Saturday helps, though, doesn't it? That was just awesome. We got a message from somebody. She's like, I'm out in the country and I'm at the restaurant and I'm drinking. In the country.